Hey everybody, this is Edwin the Magic Engineer again, and I'm doing a quick video in my theater actually, because I kind of wanted to do a couple things. I wanted to give kind of like a final update on how GP Vegas went, and I also wanted to show something else that's a big passion in my life that I haven't really gotten into yet. It's this theater and actually working on them, because I did a lot of work for like media when I was doing Intel work like in 2006 for this whole thing called Vive, and it really got me into media. And at some point I want to like talk about that stuff. But anyways, GP Vegas, oh my gosh, GP Vegas was amazing. There's so many things that happened, and if you didn't get a chance to go, I'm sorry to say you did miss a lot. It was pretty seriously amazing. So there's some interesting stories I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna show you guys some video of I've got some Rudy in there. I've got OpenBoosters. OpenBoosters was actually there. I got to meet the actual guy, and he was really cool. And I spent a lot of time with the Vintage Magic booth with Daniel Chang and a bunch of other guys that were there with him, like Jeremy and Kevin and stuff. So anyways, I'll walk around this theater a little bit that I've got that I've set up, and I'll talk about that. So one of the first things I did is I actually got a bunch of artist signatures. And I'm an old school player. I'm a vintage player. I love doing artist signatures, and I love having just all that old artist stuff, right? So Dan Fraser was really big for me because he did the Moxes. I mean, dude did 5 of the Power 9, right? That ain't bad. So I'll show you guys what I've got over here. I actually had, let's see on the camera so you can see it. I had Dan Fraser sign all my my Mox Pearl and the Berserks. And I had Doug Schuler. He actually did the Unstable Mutation for me. And the Kurt Apes were done by Ken Meyer Jr. And Mark Poole, he did my Ancestral in my library. And I was going to have him redo this over the top, this signature on the library. But then he stopped me and he said, you know, you might not want that done because if you can tell, this looks like it's like just a terrible a ballpoint pen or something. He said that was like a 1994 signature and I should keep that. So I actually just decided not to change it. And I got Mark Teeden also, and he did my Drains and my Twist and Brain Geyser, Crypt, and Chaos Orb. And you might notice this signature looks a little different than some of the others, these other Mark Teedens. So I had him verify it, and he said, like, oh yeah, I do remember doing stuff like that. That's pretty much what I do when my hand gets tired, so I thought that was interesting. And then a playmat, I bought this from Dan Fraser and got the guy to sign it, and I love it because I love the Moxes so much, and he's even got the diamond in there, so I thought that was pretty cool. So anyways, also here's the case I was bringing around for GP Vegas with my old school deck and my vintage deck. So in the old school format, I played that on Saturday and Sunday, and that started at 6:30 p.m. both days. That was the format I did the best in, absolutely. And I'd spent the most time preparing and playtesting for that just because old school is such a new thing and it seemed like so much fun. So on Saturday, I missed the very first match because like it was a little disorganized. Anyone who was there competing can attest. Like they kept moving the start point around and they delayed it because Vintage was running late. And so I missed my first match, and actually it was going to be against Randy Bueller, and there was a neat little thing that happened with that, as some of you might have saw on Instagram or Facebook. But anyways, so I played matches 2, 3, 4, and I went undefeated the rest of the time in old school, and ended up 5th place overall, but only because like I had to miss that first match, so that was really good. And then on Sunday, I did old school, and I played the same deck. I did my red, green, blue creature berserk deck, same kind of thing. And I actually swept the first opponent 2-0, swept the next opponent 2-0. On the third opponent, I got 1 game against him, but then he beat me. But then we had to take off because we had to go to this dinner that I'm going to show you guys in a sec with this funny video. So I didn't even get to finish that one, unfortunately. And in Vintage, I did really good the first day. I was really happy with how it went out. I was playing my Control Slaver deck, and I'll put a screenshot up here or something so you guys can see that. And how I did in the Control Slaver build, I won 2 of the games, tied 1, and lost 1 on the first day, and I ended up 13th place out of like almost 40 people. And then on the next day, I did much worse. I realized that I didn't sideboard enough against stacks. Well, no, sorry, not some versions of stacks that play some good control for my Goblin Welder, and also was not ready for the newer versions of Dredge that have been coming out with that bridge one that brings out all the zombies. I was not ready for that. So I needed to make different sideboard choices, but I didn't play test against that. So I didn't do too great at Vintage the next day on Saturday, or Sunday, but it was really fun. So I just thought that was so much fun for me to actually get to meet those guys. And anyways, like this next video I'm going to show you guys that has OpenBoosters and Rudy and Daniel. I don't know if you can actually see him. I have to go look at the video, but he was there at the dinner too. But it was on Sunday night. We were done with GP Vegas and everybody was getting a little loose and just cracking jokes and having fun. So I'm going to have to bleep a couple words, and I'm sorry, but you know, I got kids that are probably going to watch this channel. My daughter's 9 and she tells me that people actually watch, for like her friends have actually started seeing some of these on YouTube Kids. So I think that's cool. And I want to make sure that it's good consumable content for little kids, right? So I'll show you guys some of that stuff. And anyways, here's the video. Enjoy it.
I almost got
Let this video serve as my last will and testament. I don't know where the I am or what I'm doing, and I'm surrounded by like crazy people that are like
really weird,
and I don't know what we're doing here. This is craziness.
Canadian, don't trust Canadians.
Yeah, don't trust Canadians, and don't trust creepy people like creepy people. This guy's creepy.
I like homeless Rudy.
Like he's really creepy. Okay, that kind of offended him. I kind of feel like an now, honestly.
Got a lot of stuff over here.
Okay, now see that direction. I feel better. Yeah, I feel better. Yeah.
So there's lots of people here. You got me. I have no idea. A tub of goo.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I like goo.
Yep, there he is.
Hello and welcome to OpenBoosters. Today we're going to be opening this drink.
Right.
Okay, that's not really effective. Well, we have empty bottles. They're already open. Congratulations. They're craziness.
Isn't that great? I love that. Who doesn't love that guy? Bye, everybody.